Okay, so I thought that because of the fact that things aren't set up properly, I would actually take this time to kind of show you guys how I do this kind of stuff. So for people who are curious as to how all this runs and how all this goes down. So as you can see here, we have the backgrounds and we have the team logos. But the way that we do it is that we have this background thing is one. The golden background is one media file, and the other four are four other media files that will stay the same size every time I change it. So, let's say that, and I can move this back and forth as much as I want, although I don't want to do that. I want to keep it where it was. So let's say that I want to change the treble turrets back, which I do. I believe the first game today is Radical Rexes versus the Gorgeous Grapplers. So I would go into the team logos folder that I have on my computer. I very much do recommend doing that if you haven't done that, because it helps a lot with how like how you can have things saved and everything. And overall, it makes things a lot easier. So, and you're going to want to, if you're using an editor, you're going to want to save everything in PNG, otherwise it's not going to save properly. So, I would want to use this and move this over here. So, because of the fact that I'm clicking on browse, we would have to go into the local disk area and actually go through and get it separately, because it's not searching properly. So if you look here, that's the logo, so we don't want that. What we want is the background. So see, this is what happens when you put a image file in the back. It'll be the wrong size or something. Something will be wrong and you'll have to fix it. So we take a media file, which you can find with whichever one you saved. So here I will have to find the Radical Rex's back, which should be right here, I believe. Yeah, alright. And so that's the Radical Rex's background, and now I'm done. And now we're going to go through and do all the backs first, because it's a lot easier, because the logos require, because they're different file sizes and different resolutions and everything, it's a little more difficult. So then we would go and we would get the Gorgeous Grapplers. Now, because of the way that the recording was for the Grapplers background, I had to get an edited version of it. So I believe, yeah, I have it here. So I can actually go and find it in a user's file like that, and we're done. Now let's go to team, and you basically just do this for all of the team backs and logos. And normally I wouldn't do this, but because we're getting the stream set up anyway, and I forgot to get it set up, I thought I would do this anyway. But the second game today is the Upfront Ushers versus the Swift Saffrons. So, here we go. Do a Saffron, do the Ushers back. Then, here, you would do, as much as I hate taking off the Eternals background, because I love it so much, we're going to do Swift Saffrons, and, there we go. Now we do team logos. Team logos gets slightly more difficult because you have to change the file size for some things. However, it's not too difficult. You'll just take it through, and it looks like the Radical Rex's logo is already a pretty good size, which is good. Makes it easier for us. Now, get the Gorgeous Grapplers logo, and this is an instance of it being too big, so you just make it smaller, and there you go. Get it as centered as you possibly can, And then at that point, you're good to go. Now we go on to the dragons. Personally, my favorite logo is probably the dragons. I like all of them a lot, but I like the dragons, one, because it was easy to make, and two, because I think it looks really nice. So we need the Upfront Ushers logo. So there we go. Now the Upfront Ushers logo for some reason has a really, really small file size, so we have to make it pretty pretty big. So that is going to be there, and then finally we go on to the saffrons, which actually, yeah, so Swiss saffrons is actually my favorite logo. I like that one a lot. I feel like a lot of people like the saffrons logo because it looks like an emblem, it looks like a badge or like a medal or something. It looks really nice. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see what the teams want to do, see what map they want to do, and make sure everything's set up. So just thought I'd take a quick break here to show you guys. I'm gonna get all of this set up because the break screen doesn't change the file sizes for some reason because it's dumb. So that's another thing you have to do, is that when on the break screen you have to change the file size again, or not file size, but you have to change like the size of the image itself inside of Streamlabs. So and then Radical Rexes are good to go. Alrighty. Well, now that all that's set up, we'll see you on the other side of this break, and enjoy the music. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to the mini Overwatch League. How's everyone doing? In today's first game, we're going to be going over to Radical Rexes versus Gorgeous Grapplers here over on Nepal, a beautiful map here. We're going to be seeing Psylocke actually going to be going for a Genji here, which is interesting. We saw a lot of Genji on Sunday. We saw it from the backline Blizzards, and we saw it from the Trouble Turrets. So it's a very real possibility that within the mini Overwatch League, Genji may actually fall into the meta, which, as a Genji main, warms my heart a little bit, makes me happy. Yeah, let me make sure that my sound is turned up properly. We're gonna pump that all the way up to 70. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, let's see here. They're gonna be engaging here. I don't know, bro. Rexes are taking a little bit of a slower approach here. Psylocke's gonna be going behind here. Gonna be looking for some picks. Oh, he's gonna take a lot of damage. Looks like he's going to probably stay with his team a little more. We're gonna get a view of Taz here. He's getting in a real tough position. But he does get out, which is good for him and good for the grapplers in general. Alright, the turrets! Or not turrets, Rexes, they're gonna lose two! To a boop from Holiday, that is massive! And, had to find F4 there.
My ultimate is charging.
This is my will.
I'm going to shoot you down.
Kaz is going to go down, and they're going to nano Happy Avocado here. He's going to go in. He's going to try to slap Tui, but it doesn't look like he's going to find it. He's going to get his Fire Strike blocked. And it looks very bad for him here. With the lack of heals coming through, he does not make it out, and that's going to be the end of that fight. With the Grapplers actually going to be taking 2 fights in a row. It should be noted that there are some subs here for the Grapplers today. 2-Bit is coming in to sub for DPS today. And he can sub as they did fight last week, and that game has already passed. They are fine in that regard. We're going to see Psylocke going over here, going to try to find some damage. Kaz does not find any value with that shatter. But the beat comes out, as well as the freeze. And Grapplers still going to be taking this fight so far. With the damage coming in from 2-Bit and Psylocke, it's a little too much. And it looks like the Grapplers aren't even going to get touch potential here, and that's going to be it for the first round. 100 to 0%. That's tough for sure.
Score.
The Grapplers showing a lot more of a fight than they did last week. Last week was a rough performance coming from them. They did get 3-0'd by the Saffrons. So it's really interesting to see all of them do well. I mean, and it's not even like the Saffrons player is carrying. I mean, like, everyone's doing well on their team, and I think it's just, I think the Rexes just kind of came out and were like, they weren't. I don't think they were ready for that, honestly. But let's see if they can take it back this round. We are going to see Tube go over to a Ash, and we're going to see Steven go over to a McCree here. We're going to see the fight starting to engage now. Psylocke's going to be going through. He's going to try to find the Ana. Does not have his deflect. That is a rough position to be in. And there it goes. Kaz is going to try to be going in here, going to swing a little bit. He does get anti. That's very dangerous, and he's going to go down. He's going to try to be finding some good damage here, but with the amount of damage that he's taking and struggling to find the healing just a little bit. He is going to take down 2, though. Taking down Holiday and Psylocke. Psylocke just kind of came in here and just went just kind of fell instantly. So he's probably confused as to what happened. That's a moment I would have liked to see a face cam, but that is not in the budget currently. But that is a plan for the future. But that's not important. We're gonna go and see this next engagement coming out here from the Grapplers. They're gonna be going down main this time, which is an interesting position for them because they have been taking these off angles a lot this game. 2-Bit's gonna try to find a pick onto Ana here. He gets so low, but it's not quite enough to finish it off. Bob could be coming through here. Yep, finds Schlong Corny with that dynamite there. And Bob's gonna be playing on point here. The question is there gonna be enough to find any picks? It doesn't look like it. A little difficult to measure how much value was gotten there. And there's a Noon coming out. Does get blocked. And overall, looks like we're gonna invest the bomb there. And Psylocke getting solo does find Steven, and we had a little bit of a visual glitch there with the D.Va getting back into the mech and then switching over to another POV. That is not something I knew existed before. You see Auntie on point, trying to charge ult as fast as possible. We're gonna try to find Holiday here. Oh, he gets 2-Bit so low. Oh, but Auntie does get taken out. There's not enough heal income. And Swirls is going to squish Holiday into the ground. Psylocke going to retaliate by finding Steven. He's going to try and find one here. Does find one. He finds two. Absolutely beautiful. We missed a little bit of it. But overall, we did get the end of it. And did find the Moira, and I believe he found Steven as well. I could be wrong. Yeah, he did take out Steven there. He's going to be trying to look for Barkley here. He's waiting for that dash cooldown. Oh, he's getting so low. But he's going to get out. Oh, you hate to see that if you're on the side of the Rexes right now. That's for sure. A pulse bomb coming out from Auntie. Not going to find too much value with that, though. A bomb coming out. It's going to find 3. That is a massive bomb coming out from Unicorn Dookie right now. Taz going to be going into swing here. He's going to back up, though. With the Rexes getting back like that, that's not exactly an engagement you want to take, especially with only 18% on Shatter. That's a dangerous endeavor right there. Not that he couldn't take it, but decides not to in the end, which is a smart decision. And they're not even going to touch. The Rexes are not even going to touch right there. And the Saffrons are going to take away the first round. They're going to be taking away control. That was a quick little round right there coming out from the Rexes right there. I think we saw a lot of value coming out from the tanks there. On both sides, really, but I think that there was a massive off-tank difference right there. And I think that was just what ultimately led the Rexes to lose out that round. But don't count them out yet. It's only one round, and we saw their performance against the Ushers last week, so my gut is telling me that this is not going to be a 3-0. But other than that, I will see you on the other side of this break. Enjoy the music. I'm going to get this overlay set up so I can actually have the accurate scores, and we will be back in just a moment.
Initiating match.
Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back from the break. I'm going to be going to Rialto here. This is a Rex's pick as they did lose control on Nepal. And I think that that's coming out from the fact that I don't know that Swirls Barkley was able to find the value out of his off tank that Unicorn was. I think Unicorn was able to provide a really good back foot there, and I think that Swirls was or not Swirls, sorry, Conde was just not able to provide as much of an off tank as Taz did. But I don't know. We will see. I believe Conde was playing off tank last round. He should have been. Because they shouldn't be switching roles in between rounds. If they are, I'm going to have to talk to them about that. Because they're not supposed to do that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop.
I'm going to see an Arista coming out from Unicorn Donkey here, which is interesting. A pole, not going to find any value out of that. Oh, what a rock coming out from Taz there. That completely and utterly just saved Unicorn's life. Holiday going to get taken down by Conde there. Psylocke going to reflect some damage, getting himself out of that fight. But Unicorn's getting stuck on her own here. His own, her own. Haven't met them, don't know. But we're going to see Taz going back around here, but we're going to go over to Psylocke, who's still in the fight here. They're not going to really chase him down here, although, well, it may look like Avocado's looking like he was going to, but decided not to ultimately. He knows he's not going to outrun again. Psylocke's going to dash away. He's getting 95 on Blade. So not the fastest build ever, not the slowest. Steven gonna miss a flash ban. And Psylocke's gonna come in for a blade here. Finds Steven, he's gonna look for more. Goes for the Ana, does find the Ana, but he gets charged! That's so unfortunate. You hate to see that. And there goes Unicorn, gonna go down there, getting so low, but no! Do they save it? I called that they were gonna go down there, but I mean, I guess not. That's okay. That was ridiculous. That just completely at 20 health, we're like, yep, nope. 20 health is 0 health apparently, and we're not gonna follow up on that kill. Not that it really would have made a difference to the fight, but it would have at least made a little bit of a stagger for the next fight. Too big gonna find Schlong and Corny with that concussion there. Taz is gonna find Lucio. He's gonna find Swirls Barkley right there. Barky.
Hey! Exterminate. Do you need a hug? Yeah. Do you need a hug?
Gonna see Taz gonna, with the amount of pressure that should be coming out from the Rexes right now, it's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna engage with all that. 2-Bit's gonna find Schlongberry with a, or Schlongcorny with a barrage there, and Psylocke is gonna find 2. He's gonna find the Reinhardt and the Mercy here. Auntie is on his way out. Yep, Unicorn does find him. And it looks like we're going to see a couple of the Rexes backing off here. Getting a bit of a reset. They do only have 50 seconds on the clock. It's going to be quite difficult for them to push this here. As they do have about a quarter of the way to push. If they want to push this properly. And actually get it to 3rd checkpoint. But let's go over to Conde here. Psylocke's going to be using a blade here. Finds 1. Is he going to find 2? Finds 2, gets 3 actually, and that's looks like that's gonna end out that fight. Happy is going to try to invest in ult here. Psylocke getting so low. It's not gonna matter though because Happy does go down, and with 15 seconds on the clock, it doesn't look like there's much room for touch potential, really. It's a very real possibility that Swartz Barkley might be able to touch, but with a boop like that, he does get the touch, and that is going to go to OT. But with the nano coming out, that could be massive. But he's getting ulted, and he's getting so low, and there it is. There's going to be a team wipe coming out from the Grapplers right now onto the Rexes, and that's... You hate to see that if you're the Rexes. That is really, really, really unfortunate. That was real quick. That was quick and done. That's a rough map to hold. Honestly, that's a rough map to hold. I mean, that was... That's so like, that's such a difficult point to hold, because that didn't even make it to first checkpoint, and especially with a map like Rialto where the first checkpoint isn't even that far away. That's rough if you're the Rexes. They're gonna have to play a really, really strong defense here if they want to hold this against the Grapplers. But we've seen them do some good defense on Rialto before. So there's no saying that they can't do it again. It wasn't quite as ridiculous as this, and but they were going up against a team that statistically is much better than the Grapplers. But other than that, I don't think there's much else to talk about besides Psylocke was finding some really good value out of his blades there. He was able to build them pretty quickly. But I think we only saw maybe one nano coming from Schlong Cornerly that round. So it's going to be difficult for them to hold this if that happens again. But we're going to see 2-bit going over to a Widowmaker here, which could be devastating if she gets a pick off here. Psylocke's going to be going across here. He's going to be going on the boat. And Schlong Cornery does get taken out early. There's a reflect. Going to find Steven with it. And Conde's going to charge in here. Going to get a bubble. Auntie goes down. Psylocke getting about half. It's not going to matter, though, because he is forcing Conde out of the fight with that pick from 2-bit. Going on to Swartz Barkley, and there it is. Both tanks getting taken down. One of the supports, the DPS, and Schlong are coming back, but it's not going to be a whole lot. Psylocke getting a little bit aggressive here. Taz is going to go in. He is going to get antied, so he is going to get taken down there. But is there going to be touch potential? No, there is not. And the Grapplers not even going, and a match that we thought was going to be close was nothing. Gone. Done. I mean, I thought that was going to be the map that Rexes took back. I mean, what was that? Like a 7-minute map? Less than that, even. I mean, that was so fast. I think if Grapplers 3-0 here, it's going to be the fastest game in mini Overwatch League history. So, that's going by a long shot. So, if you're a Rex player right now or a fan of the Rexes, you've got to be pulling your hair out. That's something to fret about for sure. But I didn't think we'd get to a break this quickly, so this is going to sound weird. On the other side of this break, we're going to see if the Rexes are going to be able to pull back a round or two, maybe even get a reverse sweep, but it looks like it's not looking good for them. Let's see if they can pull it back on Hybrid. They are going to get a map pick, but I'm going to stop rambling here and go on to the break and enjoy the music. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back from the break. We're gonna see. I think I may have accidentally said a hybrid instead of 2CP at the beginning of the break, but we are going to be going to Hanamura for 2CP. I think it has the second highest pick rate within the mini Overwatch League, I believe. King's Row having the highest. I don't think we've seen any other hybrid map besides maybe one Blizzard World match. I really, honestly, I don't remember. If that were to happen, it would have been in week 1, like at the very beginning of week 1. We might have seen Nambani. I don't know. King's Row does have the highest pick rate though. So it's gonna be interesting to see like how each team is gonna fare here. We are gonna see the Grapplers defending first. We're going to see 2-Bit actually going to be doing some Bastion here, which is interesting. We haven't seen a whole lot of Bastion. We've seen a little bit. We've seen a little bit from the Caribbean Corsairs. I think we've seen a little bit from the backline Blizzards, and we've seen a little bit from the Troubled Turrets, but we haven't seen a whole lot of Bastion within the mini Overwatch League. So I'm actually very excited because Bastion is one of my mains. Yes, I know. I'm disgusting. But he is one of my mains, so I'm actually very intrigued to see how this is going to run. 2-Bit's going to be taking a rock spot here, which is interesting. We're going to see Lucio Moira. So they're going to be playing for something a little fast. A little strange for the comp that they're running, considering they're running a Bastion, but to each their own. We are going to see a TP coming out here. They're going to be going up top and dropping down onto point. Holiday is going to be kind of in the fight by himself. He will be backing out here. And Psylocke's going to try to go in here for some extra damage. Psylocke getting so low. Psylocke getting taken out early. Conde going to be swinging as much as he can, putting up that shield as from time to time, trying to soak up as much damage as possible. And the Radical Rexes are not playing around. 2-Bit getting taken out here. And Taz, they go straight for the point. This could be like the fastest Hanamura. I kid you not when I say this. This could be the fastest Hanamura push ever. When it comes to the mini Overwatch League, Psylocke gonna take out Swirls and Steven. No, it's not looking good. The charge coming out from Conde. No, he's gonna charge into the wall, and what looks so beautiful is going to, while still being very nice, isn't exactly pristine. That's unfortunate. I mean, as soon as we get like replay holders and everything, which I'm very excited for, that is in the works currently, to get replay holders. That I would have loved to see Conde just charge into the wall right there. That's another moment I would have wanted to see a kill cam right there. That's really unfortunate. He just like charged into the wall right there. It looked like, oh, this wall looks like it could be a secret enemy. You know, that's really unfortunate. They are gonna go what looks to be down main here, and they're gonna be using a TP here, and with they're gonna be using the wall as well. They're gonna be using the window up here, forcing Bastion over to the right here. He looks like he's stuck almost, and he's gonna pop tank here. He's gonna get taken out early though, and the Shatter coming out, gonna find 2. Is it gonna be worth it though? Taz gets so low. He does get taken out with the Discord. Conde's gonna get taken out by Unicorn though. Happy Avocado as well, and Rexes are gonna lose both their tanks. And Psylocke using an ult here. He is going to find Steven with it and save his own life. The TP's on its way out here, and there it is. Grapplers are going to hold second point for the second fight. Kubit's going to be going over to a Tracer here. I'm assuming that's something to do with the Reaper and the fact that 2-Bit can feed a lot off of Happy Avocado there. So it's going to be an interesting play from both of them, I'm sure. We're going to be going over to Auntie's POV here. He is a little farther back, but he is playing a long-range game here, so it's going to be interesting to watch. 2-Bit does get taken down by Happy Avocado. And Steven looking like he's getting a little close for comfort here. He's going to go in. The Coalescence coming out from a good player there. The Shatter coming out from Kaz there. Does find some pretty good value out of it from the looks of it. And
Death comes.
Regista at your service.
I'm gonna be switching over to a Brigitte here, which is interesting. I mean, the Ana is a really good pick here because they have the stun potential onto Tube Holiday, and they have the best counter in the game to Hog with that. But I'm just saying that it's a little bit risky because it is an ult battery for people like us. It's gonna be an ult battery for Unicorn because he is gonna give away a lot of ult charges. A Roadhog. He is gonna go behind though. He's gonna find a Happy Avocado, but as I was saying, he's gonna be an ult battery. He's gonna take a lot of damage. It doesn't look like they're going to find the follow up there, and both of the Rex's players for support lineup will be taken down, unfortunately for them. With 2 minutes on the clock, the Gorgeous Grapplers have taken away 4 minutes from the Radical Rexes. What looks like could be pristine is looking like it's gonna struggle to be even above average. So unfortunate, but not impossible. And I believe hide chat should hide that. Yep, there we go. Thought I had it on, but I don't. We're gonna see Psylocke here. He's gonna be doing some damage too, but it does get found by Auntie though, and the Shatter coming out from Conde there, and we're going to see Holiday getting taken down there. Strong Gunner, you're gonna go through here. Conde gonna jump down onto point, but Swirls Barkley does get quite low. He's gonna go to half, and there's the new coming out. Conde gonna try to block. It does get slept by Schlog. It's huge. And there it is. Swirls Barkley gonna get taken out as well as Conde and Steven and Happy Avocado. Kills just keep bracket, and yeah, there it is. Sean Connery gonna get taken out as well. That looked really good for the Rexes in the first, half of that fight. Because they took out Holiday. They got a good shatter in. The positioning was pretty good. They weren't their individual positioning was good, but as a team, their positioning was not what it needed to be there, and I think that's kind of what screwed them over. And I mean, it's gonna be difficult for them to push this with 30 seconds left. They are gonna go down main. Taz is going to be looking for some sort of swing here. He does do a charge, doesn't find anyone, gets antied, slept. Gets so low, and they just completely ignore him, apparently. The Noon coming out from Auntie there does get taken out by Tube, as well as Sean Carnery and Steven and Swirls Barkley and Conde. The only player being alive now is Happy Avocado. Never mind, I stand corrected. He's also dead. And with no touch potential coming out from the Radical Rexes right now. That's going to be it for that round. We're going to go on to round 2. That's really unfortunate. They did take the first point really fast, but that's moot if you don't capture the second point. And unfortunately, they didn't. So I don't know whether they're going to be able to take this or not. I mean, I don't think anybody really knows. They are good on. They're one of the teams in the league that can play pretty well on both sides, like pretty equally. Like their skill level is like good on both sides. Whereas most teams are good on one side and bad on the other. For instance, the Eternals a little weaker on attack, but they're really strong on defense. So I think it's just a matter of the fact that they're gonna have to build a little bit of time here for the ults to come out for the Rexes, and I think it's just gonna be a matter of who can build their ults faster. And I mean, if the Grapplers build faster, well, I mean, then I guess if the Grapplers build faster, then the Rexes are probably going to get taken down, and vice versa.
2, 1.
But
Attackers
if
incoming.
Rexes want a chance at not finishing out this series right now, they're going to have to win this map. With Psylocke going to be going behind here, it looks like. And we're going to see an Echo coming out from 2-bit here. Leaving what I think is the, wearing what I believe is the Fleta skin. Could be wrong though. Might be otherwise, we're gonna see. Taz go down early. Happy Avocado. A little confused as to where he's supposed to be going. Holiday getting taken down here, and looks like Dookie's gonna go over to the left here. He's gonna get taken out. And looks like the Rexes are going to take that fight back with the res onto Auntie there. I think that kind of saved that fight a little bit. But I'm not exactly sure what the Grapplers were doing there, because they could have probably won that fight. Maybe they thought they weren't going to be able to find the pick. I don't know. But we're going to see Taz be on the back here. At least he was going for it. He's not anymore. 2-bit's going to be up in the air. And we're going to see him doing a lot of damage to Steven, but it's not going to mean anything. And with an ult bank, it's looking a little better for the Rexes right now. There is a nano opportunity for Sean Connery here. Holiday and Psylocke getting taken down, but it looks like... oh, Conde! A nano whole hog! Which is surprising. My F7 would not work there. I apologize for that. That was very strange. Or not F7, F8. I don't know what happened there. Technical difficulties, I suppose. We're gonna see a teleporter coming out from Auntie there. Looks like something's gonna go back to spawn. A Shatter coming out, gonna find what looks to be 2, but he's gonna get charged in, antied, and that's gonna be it. 2-bit gonna take Taz, 2-bit and Taz going to be taking out Swarth Barkley and Happy Avocado. The Shatter coming out from 2-bit on the Echo. 2-bit and Taz gonna do it once again, and then Unicorn gonna make sure that he's not left out. He's gonna find Shalom Carnery, Psylocke gonna find Conde, and that's gonna be a team wipe coming out from the Grapplers right now. Second time, third time, fourth time, I don't know. Yeah, we've seen a lot of team wipes. It's rough right now for the Rexes. They got 4 minutes. They did get a tick, so this is not a drawable match anymore. It is only a winnable or losable map. You cannot draw this map. So there's a lot on the line here for sure. Taz a solo Shatter coming out from Taz, which is interesting. And Holiday still dies. He doesn't even find the kill. What is that? What is that? He doesn't even find the follow-up. Psylocke gonna fight 3. I was so focused on Taz. Ooh. 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 What? What? A C9. What is that? A C9? To end out the oh no, bro. Oh no. Oh no. There a C9 to finish out a series. That is so... Oh man. That is so unfortunate. I mean, the Grapplers are going to take it away with a 3-0 onto the Radical Rexes. That's really tough. I think that's something that I think that's something that's going to be... I think that one's going to go down in the history books. That may be the fastest match we've had. I mean, we definitely just saw the fastest Rialto. I mean, that was... I mean, wow, what a performance coming out from the Grapplers here. Like, we actually saw the Grapplers come through with a 3-0, which is a complete polar opposite to what they performed with last week. I mean, last week they couldn't even land like a map in on the Saffrons, and now they've 3-0'd the Rexes, which is, you know, there were people who thought that Rexes were gonna be the the second best team in the league, and now they've gotten 3-0'd by a team that didn't look so great in week 1. So it's a total possibility that Grapplers are gonna be rising, but I guess with all that being said, we're gonna end off this map. We're gonna bring Psylocke in for our player of the match here after the break, and we will see you then.
Feel like I can get closer, breaking these boulders, fight till it's over. No doubts, keep my composure. The road to the glory, I'll win for my closure. Looking in the mirror for protection, I want perfection. I see it all in my reflection. Bounded by these chains of aggression, I find direction. The top spot is my obsession. Bloody hands, my eyes wide, I got one chance. No sleep till I'm enhanced. Fight hard and keep my stance. Knuckle up, time to buckle up. I got one shot and I won't stop. One goal for the joyride. I'm a champion, move aside. Yeah. Let's go. One goal for the joyride. I'm a champion, move aside. Yeah. Let's go. One goal for the joyride. I'm a champion. Move aside. Holyfield with the haymaker. Lights low like a silhouette. Wartime with the M.O.W.L. You get smoked like a cigarette. Get cut like a bayonet. It's my time, gotta break through. Fourth down, game on the line. I'm energetic like an alkaline. Looking in the mirror for protection. I want perfection. I see it all in my reflection. Bounded by these chains of aggression. I find direction. The top spot is my obsession. Full force, I'm unleashed, so don't speak. Grandmaster.
Alrighty, everyone. I'm going to bring Psylocke into Caster's voice here. We're going to get him in, and we're going to ask him some questions, see what he has for our answers today, and then we will end the stream and be back at 8:30 to see the Upfronters versus the Swiss Saffrons. Alrighty, Psylocke. How you doing, man?
Hello.
How's your day so far?
It's been pretty good.
I would imagine. Congratulations on your 3-0 at that. That's that's a little more than a win right there. That's a slaughter right there. I mean, that was a really interesting game. I mean, especially with the way that you guys performed last week. I mean, you guys got 3-0'd last week, so like I'm sure it's a little refreshing to see a good quick 3-0 coming in.
Yeah, the players who we had, we switched it up a little bit because most either some people weren't there or they got switched out, and we played and synergized a lot better than before, obviously. But like we all had a big part in this, and like honestly, I wish I could have been a little bit more warmed up. Would have been a lot more fun as well. I mean, I had a great time, but team did a lot as well.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did really well. I mean, we saw multiple plays coming from, you especially with like the noons and the blades and everything. But we saw a lot of plays coming from Taz. We saw a lot of good coalescences coming from a good player. There were a lot of plays that match for sure. And I think that's especially like when you were coming into this match. I mean, I would have to imagine that you guys were a little nervous considering that they went up against what some people would consider the best team in the league, and they held really well against them. So, I mean,
Yeah, everyone was really nervous. We lost a lot of that, like the nervousness after the first game, and by like on Hanamura, we were just having a blast.
yeah, I mean, I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys were able to have a blast while trying. That's the best way to have a blast. Alrighty, well, let's get into some of the other questions. When you, especially on Rialto, we saw a lot of really good blades coming out there. What were you trying to get just the healers, or were you just looking for whatever came in front of you?
When I was blading, I was looking for key targets that I'd feel like that would be a threat to our team. And like for example, one of them I saw the Ash first, right? And I'm like, okay, so this Ash potentially could pick our supports. So I was deciding, okay, I'll get this Ash. I see a few supports in the vicinity. I'll go after them as well.
Alrighty, I like that answer. Okay. So, for the Hanamura on defense, were you considering going someone besides Genji there? Because we did see you go to the McCree later. Was that a pick that you were perhaps thinking of going in the first round, considering that is defense on Hanamura?
Yes,
So,
I was. Okay, so I was thinking of going McCree, but I just wanted to see what they were playing first. I was trying to get into a location at first point, but then I it was a bit like I failed it. So then I was staggered trying to come back. So I'm like, okay, so what they're playing, I shouldn't really play Genji into that because it was like Symmetra, and I forgot the other DPS, to be honest. It was I really forgot. It was but we were getting rolled, and I'm like, yeah, Genji wouldn't really work there. So I switched McCree. We were doing pretty good after that, and then at the end, they were like, "Oh, we have a monkey. They have a monkey," and we didn't really have anything for the monkey other than the Roadhog, and they could easily just bubble the hook. So I just switched Reaper last second,
yeah, I mean,
and
I
that was
like,
my move there.
yeah, I like that a lot. When we saw I mean that was probably the fastest first point take in the mini Overwatch League. The Rex is right there, so they
Yeah.
have to be proud of that. They may have gotten 3-0'd, but they hold the record for the fastest first point Hanamura take in the entire mini Overwatch League right now. I am 100% confident that that is the fastest time we've had. I've never seen a 6:15 on Hanamura. At least not in a long time. So, were you guys a little surprised, nervous? Like, what were your feelings right then and there?
Well, okay, so we knew that the Symmetra TP strat, like, we weren't really expecting it because, I mean, like, it's kind of a normal thing to do, but then it's like, okay, I guess that's gonna happen. So we were a little set up. Of course, we had the Bastion in the room, and I was in position to get them from behind, but then they just TP'd out. So after that, like, we were not really nervous, but I mean, we knew we could bring it back.
Yeah, I like that answer a lot. Knowing that you can pull something back is always a good feeling for sure. But I think that's all the questions I have for you right now. I mean, good game. That was a wonderful performance. I mean, that was really, really, really nice. So, I mean, that was really good. You 3-0'd the
Yeah.
Rexes, and that's something to take home and be proud of. So, let's see what you guys fight in week 3. So, in week 3, you fight the Upfront Ushers. So,
Alright.
how are you feeling about that? Because you just 3-0'd the Radical Rexes, and they 3-1'd, the Radical Rexes. So, what are your feelings there?
It could. Okay, so I'm not saying that the Ushers are bad because of that, because honestly, it could have just been the matchup. They could have just been not feeling it. It could have been multiple different things. So, as of right now, I guess I'm just gonna hope that we can synergize just as good as we did for the past 3 games.
Alrighty, I like that answer a lot. I do have one more question.
Yep.
How are you gonna feel if they 3-0'd the Saffrons? Because they 3-0'd you last week, so, like, how are you gonna feel if they just completely wipe the Saffrons?
If they wipe the Saffrons, good for them.
Fair enough. Good answer. I like that. Alright. Okie dokie, man. Well, thank you for coming in for interview. I'll let you go back to your team to celebrate whatever y'all want to do. Congratulations, and good luck to you in your future games.
Yep. Thank you.
Peace. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was Psylocke, your player of the match, a DPS player for the gorgeous Grapplers. You saw him playing a lot of Genji, mostly Genji today, but you did see him play some Reaper and some Kree, as he mentioned. So yeah, I think that's it just goes to show that there's a lot that goes into winning a game like that. There's a lot of things that can happen and go wrong, but when you eliminate all of those possibilities and just make sure that you bring home the dough in the very end, that's what matters. So, again, as you saw there, we are going to return in about 2.5 hours. We're going to see the Upfront Ushers versus the Swift Saffrons, which I personally am very excited for. I think I better warm up my voice because I'm 100% sure I'm gonna be talking really, really, really fast. That's gonna be a lot to keep up with. I think this game is gonna be very fast paced. I think it's going to be a very close game too. That's just my bold prediction for today's match. I wouldn't call it a bold prediction. That's my prediction. We'll say that. That's my assumption is that this is going to be a real close match. But other than that, thank you all for watching the Mini Overwatch League. I really appreciate everyone who's coming to watch. Again, this is a project that's been in the works for so long, and to see people appreciate it for what it is really amazing. So thank you all for coming to watch the stream. Make sure to tune in 8:30 p.m. CST for Upfront Ushers versus the Swift Saffrons. And other than that, we will see you later tonight.